Greetings, Zodiac sign Taurus, Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. Welcome to your Akashic Records reading for everyone by Ama Lightworker. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. When you subscribe, please remember to turn on the notification bell. This way, you are going to be notified every time that I upload videos on this channel and every time that I do live streams. Please remember that these are general readings, and if you'd like to have a private consultation with me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. For those of you who would like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac. And those readings, for those of you who are interested, for download and purchase are posted on Vimeo, and the Vimeo link is posted down here below in the show more description box. Please also notice down here below in the show more description box, notice the other Vimeo link that I'm posting. This other Vimeo link will take you to a special video that I did for your sign and each sign of the zodiac, looking into your finances and what could be bringing you luck. And those videos do cover the time frame all the way to 21 for some signs, and for other signs they extend all the way to 22. I did create an abundance program teaching about money and how attracting money works from a spiritual perspective, from an energetic point of view. And this is a program channeled through the Akashic Records. It is a 5-week abundance program. For those of you who are interested to know more, if you have questions about it, please email me directly at amalightworker@gmail.com, because you'll not necessarily find the abundance program information posted in the website, not just yet anyway. So now let's focus on this reading for you, Taurus Sun, Rising, and Moon. You are going to be going through some inner dilemmas where you have to deeply look within in order for you to sort out some of your private affairs. You could be dwelling on your feelings. You will not be very clear about what needs to be done or how things should be done. And you are going to be very confused, particularly at the beginning all over. You're going to be dealing with uncertainties, uncertain territories, new situations. And at the same time, you want to watch and monitor your own mood, your own emotions. Because for many of you, you're going to be dealing with triggers. What triggers you mentally, emotionally? What triggers your fear? What triggers these low vibration emotions? And after going through this phase, past mirror, as you approach the end of it, this is the time frame when you are going to gain clarity over matters that were confusing at the beginning over. If you need to find some information to clarify what is going on, if there is any misunderstandings, if there is a fight or other situations based on some kind of a misunderstandings, it is toward the end of it that you're going to gain more clarity over it, or even making peace or making up. You are going to have a tendency to feel a little bit more irritated than usual, particularly when it comes to what is happening right now in the workplace with you, whether you work from home or whether you work on location. For some of you, you could be looking into other ways for you to generate money, or to fix a financial issue, or to heal money issues from within. You could be hiring during this time an accountant, a financial advisor. You'll be dealing with a circumstance where you need to ask for an estimate before you decide to hire someone for their services. I'm also getting the sense that some of you Taurians will have to deal with an inspection of some kind. This could be a home inspection. There could be some kind of an inspection taking place in the workplace where you work. You are going to be dealing with state officials, important government officials. For many of you, this is going to be about a ticket that maybe you have, like a traffic ticket. It could be about a reimbursement and you having to go through the proper channels in order for you to get that reimbursement, or money that is owed to you. Many of you could be dealing with the legal and the justice system. It could be the immigration system for other ones. And there is this sense that many of you are going to dwell on the feeling of injustice and unfairness. If an injustice or unfairness is not happening to you right now, but maybe you went through a period of time when you used to deal a lot with unfairness and injustices, you could be still recuperating from the emotional side of it. The important thing is, Taurus, that you need to figure out what is it that you need to come to terms with right now. Mentally, emotionally, financially, energetically, whatever that means for you. Because once you come to terms with it, it's going to be much more easier for you to release it and to let go. Because right now you'll be feeling a little bit stuck. I'm also shown that for some of you, there's going to be maybe at the beginning of the month some kind of either confusing news, confusing information, or upsetting news and upsetting information. This news or information is showing up for you either in the workplace, something that has to deal with finances, your spouse's finances, joint financial ventures that you have with someone else, or it could be about your own work situation and your own financial circumstance. It feels like for some of you, maybe you are going to receive some news that is not consistent, or maybe some negative news before you get the good news, or before you get the final news. It could be just speculations about what the final news could be. So you'll be confused a little bit before you actually get to the final result, or to the final news. For many of you, you could be doing during this time some renovations around the home. You could be redecorating. Many of you are going to be shopping for new furniture. I get a sense that for some of you, you could be looking for like a set of coffee tables or a dining table. I'm also getting the sense that for some of you, maybe there's going to be some delays, or maybe you're too busy to move the lawn, but there's going to be some important work done in your yard, in your lawn. If you have a yard or a lawn, the fence. It feels like for some reason you're going to be a lot more aware about your personal property, your personal belongings, the home where you live. You're going to feel a lot more protective toward what is yours. Okay? And you have some issues about having to share what is yours, or having to have some issues about common properties that maybe you have with your spouse, somebody else that you live with, a family member, co-workers, or even neighbors during this time. And it feels that for some of you, you have to deal with a situation where something breaks, or is at the point where it's going to break. And you have to address it, you have to fix it, you have to replace it with something newer or better. And pay attention here to anything that you could be doing or saying that sounds inappropriate. And at the same time, pay attention if you are sending an email out. Make sure you know that it goes to the right person. You could be sending it to the wrong person. The text message, the voicemail, the email. So make sure here that you are really sending that information out to the right people, because there could be some mistake here or some miscommunication. You feel that normally you are yourself, you act like, typically you, but you are going to have these moments when you're going to feel that something you said or something you did or something you wrote, it's not quite typical of you. And you feel a little bit puzzled as to why you are acting the way you do. So you have to be very careful with your actions and your words in because there could also be somebody else that could be misinterpreting your actions and your words, and that could lead to some disagreements, miscommunications type of issues. If you are someone who has been dwelling on the idea that now you understand and you comprehend that maybe you need to let go of a person in your life. This could be someone you are in a relationship with. This could be a spouse. This could be maybe a group of people that you associate with. This could be about people in the workplace that you thought you were associated with them to some degree, but maybe this is not quite working for you. So if you have been very clear and honest with yourself about what are the negative influences in your life, you are going to act through it. So you just disconnect or break off some kind of an alliance, friendship, relationship, or marriage. Many things that maybe you were working on with a team of people. This could be projects at work that you have to collaborate with other people as a team. This could be personal projects. It feels like now they are going to be completed. If you need to redo a part of this project or the entire project, so whatever needs to be redone, renovated, completed, will happen in October. So it could be that something important finally gets done and finished for you in October. And I'm also shown that for some of you, you have to deal with your family of origin. You have to deal with the spiritual side of it. What has been passed on to you? What kind of knowledge, what kind of values has your family of origin taught you that has been passed on to you? What are your personal beliefs as a result of that? How is your culture been influencing how you view love, how you view marriage, how you view finances, how you view yourself right now? And for many of you, I am shown that there's going to be a lot of karmic events taking place right now. People that you're going to run into. The timing of everything, it feels very karmic, whether you have to deal with things being delayed, postponed, or time-sensitive issues at this time, or important deadline. And for many of you, you decide to go back to your religious practices. You decide to go back to your spiritual practices. You be drawn to get some answers that are more spiritual in nature. You be drawn to consulting a psychic, an Akashic practitioner. You be drawn to Reiki. You be drawn to alternative medicine. You be drawn to energy work. So for many of you, it feels that there's going to be this energy that you're going to feel that is going to move you and push you from within in order for you to open up your mind and to open up your heart toward new ideas, toward new solutions, toward thinking outside the box, maybe even to resort to ways that maybe you wouldn't dare to do it before, or you wouldn't dare to act on it before, exploring new options, exploring new territory, exploring new opportunities. Many of you are going to feel confused either about a communication at work, about work. You feel a little bit confused about your position at work because for some of you, you feel, and this could be the reality, this could be just what your fantasy or your fear is telling you, that maybe your position at work feels a little threatened right now. So that's how you'll be feeling. And it feels that that is going to push you to also explore other options and other choices outside of your current employment. If you are self-employed, or it feels that you're going to have some ideas are going to line up, and also you are going to work toward what you need to make these ideas come to reality. Okay, what steps do you need to follow? Okay, one by one, following instructions in order for you to expand your business, to expand services if you provide services, or products if you sell products, or if you invent products. It's very important that you comprehend yourself and your feelings before you act on it. Because it could be the chance that maybe in a week or so you could be changing your feelings, and then it's going to be too late because you have already set in motion, a lot of actions here that you cannot undo, you cannot take back. Any presentations that you'll be doing right now, whether you deal with an audience of one, your boss or supervisor, whether you deal with an audience of like a board meeting or an audience that you'll be having on social media, pay attention. There could be like a glitch, like a technological glitch, but the presentation itself will be going very well. During this time, you'll be introduced to a whole new group of networking, social group, friends, people online, networking online, groups of people that somehow help you to network, or to network better, or to network faster. And you are going to come to the realization of what are your deepest fears. And you decide to address those fears professionally, whether you need to address them with a therapist, with a social worker, whether you need to address them with a psychic medium, because some of your fears are a little bit different. They're not, fear of death or karma or something. So it feels like you are going to address these issues with the right people. During this time, you end up hiring or calling for their services a car mechanic, a plumber, somebody who deals with the roofing, the ceiling, an electrician. You have to deal with a dentist, a doctor, a nurse. Some of you have to deal with like a trip to a clinic, to a doctor's office, or to a hospital. And I am also shown that for some of you, you could also be donating to a cause. You could be donating some money for a cause, to a charity. You could be helping financially or supporting financially during this time. A spouse, a family member, a parent. There's going to be someone around you that maybe is struggling financially, and you are going to step in to help, or to direct that person, or even to help them financially, or provide for them emotional support. For some of you, there could be a situation where you are going to be on the verge of breaking up that friendship, that association, breaking up the relationship, or on the verge of a divorce. If you have already been separated, okay, for a long time, you decide that you need to go ahead and proceed legally to finalize the divorce. You are going to have a lot of doubts and insecurities along the way, but it feels that everything that ends well is well. And for some of you, you'll not be able to complete everything in a birth. That's going to be the case for some of you, but not for all of you, because I'm shown in whatever you begin in birth, you are going to be able to complete it in birth. And for some of you, you also have to deal with some kind of major home repairs, major home renovations, or even construction. There could be like a construction site outside of your work or outside of your home, because I'm getting a sense of you being bothered by the noise that is making, or the traffic that it be causing, if that's the case for some of you. Hold on to your hopes. And for many of you, they're showing me that if you have done your inner work, you feel ready now. If you have been single, you could be feeling ready now to take a major step that is going to help you to attract a person, going out on dating, getting to know at a deeper level, maybe a person that you recently met, that you're dating. You're going to feel more ready to go deeper into a relationship or to start dating. And I'm getting the sense that some of you end up meeting somebody that is going to inspire you. This could be a romantic kind of encounter, but for other ones, it could be a teacher, a mentor, somebody that inspires you, somebody that motivates you, somebody that knows exactly what to tell you to bring out the best in you. I hope that this is making sense to you, Taurus. Do leave me a comment down here below. I'm always curious to hear from you. And if you'd like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for your sign of the zodiac. And for those of you who are interested, click in the description box down here below, and that's going to take you to the Vimeo link for it. Once you visit the Vimeo channel, also take a look at the other special video that I did for your sign, looking into finances and what could be bringing you luck. Ask me any questions that you have about 5 weeks abundance program. And if you'd like to book a service with me, please visit the website www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. Bye for now.